Oh, it is 6 in the morning, Monday. I couldn't go back to sleep, so here I am. The only other person who I know is awake is my friend who works at Dunkin' Donuts. And I decided to go get some done. So let's go do that. And let's get started with this vlog? Challenge? We'll see how it goes. Hola mi gente and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a vlog challenge thing where the book Legendborn decides what I do for the week. I've seen a lot of people do this type of vlog, and plus I go to a historic PWI in the American South that has a terrible history and secret societies, so I thought that this would be really fun. Spoiler alert, it was. I had a great time doing it. And general spoiler warning for Legendborn. I didn't get into too much detail, but just in case you want to have an authentic Legendborn experience. Starting off strong, getting up at the ass crack of dawn for some coffee. This has nothing to do with the book, but your boy needed some caffeine. With my iced latte and breakfast sandwich in hand, I began my day by starting my laundry. The first couple of chapters mentioned Bree and Alice getting settled into the room, so I decided to listen to the audiobook while doing some chores in order to get settled in, and also to come up with some ideas for what I was going to do for the rest of the day. Chapter 1 mentions Bree wearing old jeans and a t-shirt, so I did just that with a Power Rangers t-shirt because they're all nerds, and finished the look with some rings since Cell was described as wearing a lot of rings. About the part where we just meet Cell for the first time, he's like a dick, and my partner, I read the book physically first, over Christmas break, and my partner recently listened to the audiobook, and I had the pleasure of listening along with them for the last third of the book. So I remember, my partner was like, he's such a little bitch, I hate him, blah blah blah, and I'm sitting there the entire time just you fucking wait. So yeah, I do genuinely enjoy going back and re-listening / rereading books, because there's details you didn't notice before, or that you may have forgotten the first couple of times, the first time you read it, so we'll see how this goes. Later on in the book, Bree does some research into the secret societies of UNC Chapel Hill in order to infiltrate the Order, so I did my own cursory research into their secret societies. Maybe it's because they're all secret, but I didn't find much, except that there's one called the Order of Gimghoul? Which centers itself around the disappearance of a student in 1833, which, fun fact, was before my school was founded. According to the Wikipedia article I found, it was originally called the Order of Dromghoul, which was named after the missing student, but then it changed its name to Gimghoul in, and I'm quoting here, in accord with midnight and graves and weirdness, unquote. Or whatever the fuck that means. And that the secret society holds itself to the standard of the Dromghoul legend and the ideals of Arthurian knighthood and chivalry. Okay, dudes, whatever floats your boat. I thought it was pretty neat that they also included the Arthurian knighthood and chivalry in there, because that's what Legendborn is all about, baby. Heck yeah. Everyone, it's Tuesday. I didn't end up finishing chapters 8 through 10. I got halfway through chapter 8. And I couldn't really figure out what to do for those first couple of chapters, because it's mostly, setup and, getting ready for the actual juicy bit of the plot to start. But I have plans for today, so let's see how well that goes. Exciting. Chapter 8 opens with another jean and t-shirt ensemble as Bree begins spying on the Order. Good thing I own a lot of those. I got different jeans and another nerd shirt, Mothman in case anyone was wondering, and substitute for a Star Wars shirt that Bree actually wears in the book. The rings are also back. I'm the motherfucking Lizard King. Yeah. It's you don't even know my real name.
Goat man. Yeah! I'm Coach Bolton, and who are we? Wow, Coach. I'm Coach Bolton, and who are we?
What's that? I hear you cry. Well, remember how I said my school has secret societies too? Well, this is one of them, ADA. Out of all the secret societies, they have the most public initiations, and the Spuds, or initiates, do public skits for the school every Tuesday night. A few of my friends are spudding this semester, so I went down with my partner to see what all the fuss was about. This week's theme was High School Musical. And sorry that y'all can barely see it, they had to do the skit outside due to COVID, and there weren't any lights near the building that they perform at. And even though one of my best friends spudded a few years back, I didn't go to spud skits before, but here I am now.
And I hope that told you about the basketball. So cool. Thank you. Thank you. Gabriella, how are you? Good. How's summer?
Not as expected.
Well, I had a great time.
Did you? Well, everything did turn out the way I wanted it to.
Why not?
You should know how. I think it's time. For what? For us to go.
So weird.
I've got to go back.
So, Wednesday, I was incredibly fatigued. Can't tell you if it was depression fatigue, senior year fatigue, general burnout from school fatigue, or if it was COVID vaccine fatigue. I mainly slept this day since one of my classes was canceled. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but in my dramatic recreation, I'm actually listening to the audiobook on my headphones. Watch as my cat attempts to comfort me, finally doing his emotional support animal duties. This is bullshit. And Thursday didn't fare much better. Thursday was a pretty long day for me, and I was trying to figure out what I could do that was Legendborn related. Then I got to chapter 15, and Will fixes Bree a cup of lemon ginger tea, which I do have. You can tell that I was in a state when I made this tea. It was moments before I had to go to a staff meeting, and while you can't see it, I used a fork to stir in my sugar. Senior year, folks. The tea was really good, a lot better than I expected, and to quote one of my mutuals on Twitter, Will is objectively right most of the time. Friday rolled around and I actually got to eat breakfast in the dining hall for once. The book mentioned the campus dining hall a few times, so I figured I'd make the rounds and get something to eat. It was actually pretty good that day. And also throughout the book, it mentions that there's a bell tolling often to signal, various times throughout the day. And my school also has a bell in the chapel. We call it the gratitude bell, and it rings to signal noon. This is my second time ringing the bell this year, and let me tell you, that shit is hard. It nearly lifted me into the air a few times, and I had to help my partner, for they too would have been lifted into the air.
If you start ringing now, it's not going to sound until
cookout, baby. What?
Hello.
Ah! So mean to my subscribers.
No, this is just for you.
And for our last activity, I took my partner and one of my friends to cookout because they sell cheerwine there. In chapter 27, the Legendborn and Pages go to a beer garden, and it's mentioned that the place serves a mean cheerwine and bourbon, so I went to the next best thing and got cookout. Cheerwine is essentially cherry coke, but it is way better.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Hello, subscribers.
Aw, thank you.
Make sure you hit
That comment.
and that bell so you
Hit,
get the
hit
notifications.
that like button and bell, and don't forget to subscribe and whatever the fuck people say these days. And I'm gonna continue making my shitty content.
And interact.
Make your own
Tell
book
Andi
too.
what books you'd like them to read.
Oh no, LOL. No, I can barely read the books I want to read. It's now actually Monday morning. I had a pretty uneventful weekend, mainly working on like my independent project and stuff. So I figured I'd end a vlog here because there's not much else that I will be able to do. Mainly because I can't kill demons. I want to do a lot more of these in the future. I had a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what you guys think about this video. So until next time, adios mi gente.